This is a piece called Untitled, Self-Portrait Brick Plate by the artist Robert Arneson, who is associated with the funk art movement in California. And the funk art movement was kind of against the previous big movement, abstract expressionism, which was all about non-objectivity and making marks. And the funk art movement wanted to bring figural element back into art and be more expressive in that regard. So we're lucky to have our one and only Robert Arneson be something as beautiful and expressive as this. It came to us in the 80s from a couple out of Davis, California, which is the same city where Robert Arneson did quite a lot of his work. And so this brick plate is obviously more than that, because it's, as the title says, a self-portrait, a full-on nude self-portrait, and very much reminiscent or owing to Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man, which is the human body as the measure of all things. So we're lucky that we have this one piece by Arneson in our collection, and it speaks to so many issues in art and so many issues in that particular art movement. This is our one and only Andy Warhol in the collection. It was given to us in the 80s. It's untitled. It's untitled, but also subtitled Ladies and Gentlemen. And it was probably from a series having to do with the art scene in New York City at the time, possibly also related to the drag culture there. So we're very lucky to have this very large print in the collection. It's our one and only one by Andy Warhol. It's very colorful, and that's what I'd say about that.
Where did it come from? Who gave it to you?
You know, this came to us in the mid-'80s. And it was part of hundreds of artworks that we received at that time by the Ackerman Foundation. And they were very instrumental in getting us some very key works in our collection at that time, but they came in by the hundreds. It was people divesting themselves of their art collections, and people who were simplifying their lives, and the Ackerman Foundation were there to help distribute those artworks to institutions and academic libraries and museums across the country.
How many did the UNI museum end up with, the UNI gallery end up with?
Oh, hundreds. I mean, I don't have an exact number that I can point to, but it was probably, I think in 1984 there were 300. And 1985, there was another 300 to 400, but mostly in the mid-'80s, this took place over a period of years.